Archangel Michael speaks. Dear heart, what immense joy to know that you have finally found this message. For exactly 21 days, I have been waiting for this moment to share something that will completely transform your understanding of what is happening in your life. I can guarantee that tears will well up when you hear what I have to reveal, but it is urgent that you remain here, as this revelation has a limited time to reach you. Stop everything right now, just for a few moments. I'm not asking for your time, I'm asking for your soul, because what I'm about to share is something the celestial realm has been trying to whisper in your ears every night while you sleep. Have you noticed that strange feeling, that subtle tremor in your chest, that silence that suddenly seems to scream truths? This was never a coincidence. It was my presence, it was heaven, it was divine love trying to pierce your pain and reach your spirit. Right now, I need you to stay with me. Don't scroll down. Don't abandon this message, because if you leave now, you might miss the only answer your essence has been secretly begging for. There is someone in higher dimensions, someone who used to hug you when no one else could, someone who dried your tears or made you laugh until you forgot the anguish of this world. And that person has been pleading with me to deliver this message especially for you. There is a being who knows every detail of your story and was present even before you knew how to name your feelings. But today our mission faces its most difficult moment, and we need your help to stay afloat. Without platform monetization, the channel cannot sustain itself. That's why I'm asking you, be a part of our support today. You can send a voluntary donation of any value for our work, or you can purchase the ebook, Who is Your Guardian Angel, to build your journey. Tap the link in the description or pinned comment and choose how to support us now. Yes, your name was spoken yesterday at 3:11 a.m., echoing through the gates of eternity. That person said, please, if they hear anything today, let it be exactly this. And I, Archangel Michael, swore that I would not rest until this revelation reached your hands. This is not a coincidence. This is sacred. This is your divine encounter with healing, truth, and complete revelation. You've been tired lately, haven't you? Not the kind of tiredness a good night's sleep can fix, but the kind of tiredness that weighs on your spirit, that exhaustion that seeps into even your happiest moments, like a shadow behind your joy. You've been smiling, but only partially, laughing, but secretly wondering if anyone truly sees who you are. Oh, dear soul, heaven sees you, God sees you, I see you, and most importantly, something extraordinary is approaching. That is why I was sent. A transformation is forming in the realm above you at this very moment, and before it touches your existence, you needed this warning, this comfort, this absolute truth. Something happened 3 weeks ago. Do you remember? That strange feeling, that small event that at the time didn't seem significant, but left you wondering, why did this happen? Who was that person? What was that dream trying to communicate? It wasn't just life being random, it was divine orchestration, and it was part of the reason I was sent here to find you before it's too late. They told me you would skip this message. They claimed you were too used to disappointment to believe again. But I begged heaven for one more chance to reach you. And now that you're here, I need you to open your heart, because I'm about to reveal something that could completely alter the course of the next 11 days of your life, and possibly prevent something devastating. Yes, devastating. Not because I want to scare you, but because I love you enough to warn you. There is a door in your life that is about to close, and another that is about to open. But here is the truth that most people only realize when it's too late. God closes doors that you begged Him to open because He saw what you couldn't see. There was betrayal behind that smile, a trap behind that offer, disillusionment disguised as opportunity. And even though you cried when it was gone, heaven rejoiced because it knew your life was being protected. And now, dear one, you stand on a bridge between what was and what is to come. That is why I am here, because for what comes next, you must be spiritually prepared. Listen carefully. Someone plans to contact you before this week ends. You will recognize them by the timing. It will be strange, unexpected. They may send a message or appear in a way you didn't expect, but their presence is not accidental. You must use your discernment. You will feel peace or confusion in your chest when they appear. That feeling is you. It's the heavens alerting or guiding you. Don't ignore your intuition this time. You've ignored it before and been hurt. Not this time. This time we will walk with you. If this message is reaching your heart, then pause and subscribe, because you were meant to receive this. Heaven hasn't finished speaking to you yet. There's something more I need to reveal, something even deeper. Yes, there is a box, a spiritual one, hidden within your soul, and it has been locked since you were a child. In that box are memories, dreams, things you buried just to survive. You told yourself, no one would understand, but I understand. I see you even in the places where you hid from yourself. That moment when you felt like giving up, I was there. That prayer you whispered in the dark, thinking no one heard, I carried it to heaven myself. And now God is about to unlock something in you that has been dormant for years. There is a spiritual inheritance with your name engraved on it. A calling, a destiny, something you were born for. But life, pain, fear, and loss have delayed it all. But heaven is declaring no more delays. That's why you're here. That's why you're still reading. Something has been activated within you tonight. You may feel chills, you may feel tears coming. Let them come. This is not weakness, this is liberation. This is the Spirit washing over you. You are not crazy, you are not broken, you are remembering who you truly are. But you should also know this. Someone is watching you closely right now on earth, not in judgment, but in fascination. They see something divine in you, and don't even know why they feel so drawn to your energy. This happens because you carry heaven within you. That's why you often feel too much, love too deeply, cry too intensely, dream too grandly, because you were never meant to live a small life. And they feel it, the presence around them. They may not know it's angelic, but they soon will. Stay with me because there's one final thing I need to warn you about. There's a battle you didn't start, but you're a part of it. A spiritual battle in your home, in your relationships, in your own mind. The confusion, the fatigue, the strange arguments, the sudden setbacks. This is not coincidence. This is war. But I am here to tell you that you are not alone. The next time that voice in your head tells you that you are failing, I want you to say this out loud. I am covered. I am chosen. I am not alone. Because I, Michael, stand over your house tonight and will not allow what is coming to break you. Do you feel it? That's peace beginning to flow where fear used to dwell. That's heaven whispering, stay close, we're not finished yet. And dear one, we're truly not finished, not by a long shot. You're still here, and that means something powerful. It means your soul recognized this message even before your mind understood it. That's how the divine works. It doesn't need proof, it only needs permission. To receive this power in your life, write in the comments now. My heart is light, and no evil can resist this vibration. From here on out, nothing will ever be the same again. And now that you have turned your attention to the sky, observe what unfolds. Not in days, not in weeks, but beginning tonight. That ringing in your ears, that trembling in your chest, that sudden change in your mood. These aren't just sensations, they're signs, spiritual signs. This is your confirmation that what I'm saying isn't of this world. It's from the realm where your name was urgently spoken. There is a prophecy connected to your name, and it was almost lost, but heaven recovered it. I myself carried it through battle-torn realms to deliver it into your hands. This is your scroll, and I say this gently. Do not dare to throw it away. There are prayers that have been waiting for you to awaken. Prayers from your lineage, from your mother's tears, from your great-grandmother's sacrifice, from a man who once stood in a field with tears in his eyes and pleaded with God, please protect my family's future. This man never knew you, but you are his answer. You are the continuation of promises made generations ago. That's why the enemy tried so hard to exhaust you, because if you ever truly believed in who you are, you would destroy every curse your family has ever carried. And here's the truth. You already have. You just don't know it yet. If this message resonated with you, and you'd like to help it reach others who are also at their breaking point, click Thank you so much. This small gesture helps keep alive this mission of bringing light to those who have lost hope. Immense gratitude. But the signs are about to begin. Over the next 72 hours, you will notice three things. The first will be a moment of unexpected stillness. Time will seem to slow down. You will look around, and something will whisper, "This is a sign." That's when you pause, breathe, listen. The second will be a person, perhaps someone new, perhaps someone returning, who will mention something that seems strangely specific. You will feel as if the words are meant just for you. And they are. The third will be a number, a date, or a name that repeats itself repeatedly. It might be on your phone, on a receipt, in a stranger's conversation, or in a dream. When it appears, that's the heavens telling you it's beginning. Pay attention, but listen carefully now. This part is urgent. There's a storm trying to form around your peace. It's not what it seems. It will arrive in the form of a distraction, a phone call, a mistake, a memory, and it will try to drag you back into old cycles. Don't go. Don't return to what God has set you free from. You prayed to be free. Don't crawl back into chains disguised as comfort. The enemy always appears in the form of something familiar. You must be wiser this time. You've grown. You've changed. Don't you feel it? You're not who you were even 2 months ago. You're walking with angels now. My dear, I need you to understand something profound. The reason you were isolated, pushed away, misunderstood, even forgotten by people you trusted, wasn't rejection, it was redirection. They couldn't go where God was leading you. That's why they left. That's why everything fell apart. That's why, no matter how hard you tried to hold it all together, it kept slipping through your fingers. Because heaven was removing false connections. And now, you are lighter. You may feel lonely, but loneliness is not punishment, it is preparation. And soon it will make sense why you had to walk alone before they saw your light. You are being watched so closely now that every tear you cry is being captured, every sigh is being recorded, every moment you felt like giving up, heaven sent armies to surround you. In those moments, you may not have seen them, but if you could see the number of battles you were protected from, you would fall to your knees in gratitude. You didn't survive by luck. You survived because you are chosen. Let me pause for another moment and say this softly. You are allowed to rest. You don't need to prove your worth. You don't need to carry everyone. You don't need to keep pretending you're okay just so others don't feel uncomfortable. You've been strong for so long, but now it's heaven's turn to hold you. Let go of what's breaking you. Lay it down now, right here, as you read these words. Surrender the guilt, the shame, the pressure, the confusion. None of that belongs to you anymore. I, Miguel, am taking it away from you as we speak. You may feel lighter now. You may even cry. This is not weakness. It's the weight leaving your soul. You've done enough. Now let us carry you. And don't worry, you haven't missed your moment. I know it sometimes feels that way, like you're behind, like everyone else is ahead, like somehow you failed. You haven't failed. You're not late. You're being prepared. Some people bloom quickly and fade fast, but you, my dear, are an oak. Deep roots, steady growth, unwavering in the storms. And now, after all you've been through, it's time. Yes, it's time. Time to receive, time to forgive yourself, time to trust again, time to believe that your best chapters are yet to be lived. They are only just beginning, and they will be written in joy, in peace, in love, and in the overflowing of heavenly blessings. You are about to enter rooms where your name has been spoken even before you arrive. This is divine favor, and it is upon you now. You have no idea how much heaven loves you, not just for what you do, but for who you are. Even in your lowest moments, you are still radiant in the eyes of the Creator. Nothing you have done has ever disqualified you from the love that formed the stars. And now I want you to receive this with your whole being. You are still worthy. You are worthy of miracles, worthy of enduring love, worthy of health, of laughter, of anxiety-free nights, of pain-free mornings. And no matter who tried to convince you otherwise, they were wrong. Now write in the comments. The presence of angels surrounds me and protects me on all paths. This affirmation seals your courage, your faith, and your spiritual rebirth. Continuing the message, something sacred is about to happen in your home. I won't say when, but when it happens, you'll know. A calm will come over the atmosphere. You will hear something. You will feel a presence. It may be gentle, it may be bold, but it will be real. And at that moment, I want you to whisper, "Thank you, Michael. I am listening now, because I will be there. and heaven will be there too. Now breathe, my dear, because what I am about to reveal is something I haven't been allowed to reveal until this very moment. This part is sacred. This part is only for your soul. If you are still here, if your spirit has remained gentle and open enough to receive this, then you are the one heaven expected to stay until the end. Because this last truth is not for the curious, it is for the called. There is a moment coming very soon when you will feel like giving up again. Yes, even after all this, even after hearing this message, because the spiritual warfare always intensifies well before the blessing lands. It's a final attempt by the forces that have been trying to block your destiny since the day you were born. That's why you've always felt a little different, like you didn't belong, like your emotions were heavier, like your joy was fragile. It's not weakness, it's sensitivity, and that sensitivity is your superpower. Because the enemy couldn't embitter you even after all the pain. You still have hope, you still love, you still care, and that, my dear, makes you dangerous to the darkness. There's something you don't know about yourself. Your life has already been a turning point for someone else. Someone saw you, someone heard you, someone watched as you carried your pain and kept walking, and that saved them. They didn't tell you, they couldn't, but heaven saw, and now your reward is on its way. You will be compensated for the silent strength you gave, for the sleepless nights, for the way you kept showing up even when you were falling apart inside. A reward is being written on the timeline of your life. A divine event is being released into the atmosphere. I saw it, I stood before the throne, and heard it proclaimed, "Mark their names for blessing. They have endured long enough. It is time." It will begin subtly, a message, an opportunity, a new door. But the timing will be so perfect that you will smile and say, "This had to be God." And it will be, because God has been waiting for your readiness, not your perfection, only your willingness. And now, you are ready. But remember this warning, because I speak with love. Do not return to what you were healing from. Not this time. I know it's tempting to return to familiar pain, to messages from people who don't know how to love you, to old habits that numb, but never heal. But if you go back now, you delay what heaven is already trying to give you. You must walk forward, even if you are afraid, even if you cry while doing it, walk forward anyway. Because everything you have ever asked for is not behind you, it is ahead. And I want to tell you something strange, something sacred. You will laugh again. And not the kind of laugh you fake around people who don't really see you. I mean the kind of laughter that bubbles up from such a deep place inside you that it shocks you. That's the laughter of someone who has succeeded. That's the laughter of someone who has finally remembered who they are. And that's the laughter that breaks chains in the spiritual realm. I want you to prepare yourself, not with fear, but with faith. In the next 14 days, there will be a moment when you will feel as if the heavens have just opened up over your life. It may come silently, or it may come like a lightning bolt. But when it happens, remember this message. Remember these words. Remember what I told you. This is not random. This was the moment that heaven planned from the beginning. And if you felt that this message truly touched you, remember, supporting this mission is also an act of love. If you feel it in your heart, click "Thank you so much," so that more people receive words that save, comfort, and awaken. So now I leave you with one last secret, and if you forget everything else I've said, please don't forget this. You are never alone. Even in the dead of night, even when your phone is silent, even when it seems like no one understands, you are surrounded by love, by light, by angels, and by the presence of a God who is madly in love with your soul. He doesn't need you to be perfect. He just wants you to be open, to believe again, to trust once more, because this time, it's real. Archangel Michael is not just a name. I am your shield, your protector, your reminder that heaven still fights for you, that heaven has not forgotten you, that your story is not over. It is only beginning, and the next chapter will be nothing like the last. Close your eyes now. Whisper these words aloud, even if they sound silly. I receive, I release, I rise. Let them echo. Let them be your new beginning. And when you wake up tomorrow, the change will have already begun. The heavens have already moved in your favor. Miracles are closer than your next breath. Just wait. You will see. Everything is about to change. I will be with you tonight, tomorrow, always. Archangel Michael. And even now, as you sit in this sacred space with me, I want you to know, you are not late, you have not missed your miracle. You were always destined to find it the very second you did. This message is like a hidden letter folded within time, a divine temporal mark written in the folds of eternity, and you have just opened it. Your spirit knew, even if your mind doubted, because the soul always remembers what the world tries to make us forget, that we are loved beyond measure and never, ever abandoned. And dear one, you need to hear this now more than ever. What is coming to you will not be like what left you. The pain you endured before was not punishment, it was preparation. You had to go through the dark nights to know how to hold the light when it arrived. You had to feel unloved by people to be able to recognize the moment when God sends someone who loves you exactly as you are. And they are coming. Not just romantically, but your soulmate tribe. People who will see not the mask, not the performance, but the real you. And you won't have to fight for their attention. You won't have to shrink to make them feel comfortable. You won't have to explain your wounds. They will love the version of you that was rejected before, because they were sent to you from heaven. A new chapter is about to open, one where you're not constantly struggling to survive, one where money doesn't seem tight, one where you're not begging the world to understand you. This is what's coming: stability, peace, provision, but above all, alignment. The kind where you don't need to ask, is this right? Because your whole body, your whole soul will say yes, in a loud, undeniable whisper. It will seem different this time, because it is different. But before this chapter fully begins, I must ask you one thing. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for what you didn't know, for what you tolerated, for what you gave to the wrong people, for how long you stayed, for the nights you spent in silence when your spirit was screaming, for the way you spoke to yourself when you were tired and hurt. Forgive yourself, not because you were wrong for feeling broken, but because your healing begins the moment you say, I did the best I could with what I knew, and now I am ready to love myself again. This is sacred ground. This moment right now, between you and me. Heaven is listening. Heaven is recording every tear that falls as you read this. Every breath that trembles, every memory that surfaces, is being held in divine hands. You're not just healing, you're becoming. You're evolving, you're shedding the weight of an old identity that no longer fits the destiny that's taking shape. And yes, I know you're scared. It's okay to be scared. It's okay not to know what comes next. You don't need to have the whole map. You just need to take the next faithful step. And I will be there with you, for you, by your side, guiding, guarding, whispering gently when it gets too noisy. You will know it is me. You will feel the stillness. You will feel the peace that defies understanding. That is how angels move. Not in chaos, but in clarity. Not in fear, but in presence. Let me remind you of something else now, because I see the part of you wondering, what if I'm not ready? Darling, you are. You are more ready than you've ever been. Ready to receive, ready to be seen, ready to stop hiding, ready to stop settling, ready to stop living a life that feels like a silent apology. You weren't born to apologize for your existence. You were born to illuminate it. Look around you right now. There are signs in the light, in the numbers, in the wind, in the unexpected kindness of a stranger, in the timing that keeps aligning, in the things you once called coincidences that were actually divine arrangements. Nothing is random. Everything is preparing you. And now this message is your final confirmation. The change has already begun. Soon people will ask, how did everything change so quickly? And you will smile silently and say, it began the day I listened to what the heavens were trying to tell me, and I didn't jump this time. That will be your story. And those who left you in your low seasons, they will watch your ascension from afar. But those who stayed, those who prayed, those who silently asked for you, they will go with you. Because not everyone deserves access to this new season. And you are finally learning that this is not bitterness. This is wisdom. You're almost there. So close I can see it. I can feel it. And now I release a final prophecy to you. A window will open in the next 9 days. It will be small. It will seem like an opportunity that could pass unnoticed. But if your spirit is awakened, you will recognize it. You will feel the nudge. You will hear the whisper. This window of opportunity will lead to the first miracle of this new season. It may be financial, it may be emotional, it may be relational, but it will fundamentally change something in your life. And when it comes, don't hesitate. Say yes, go through it. And in that moment, when you feel afraid, when you feel uncertain, place your hand over your heart. Close your eyes and say one last thing. Miguel, I trust you. God, I am ready. Then watch the sky move. The message is complete now. The scroll has been delivered. The angels rejoice. The heavens are at peace because you have finally listened, finally opened. And I, Michael, can return to the throne and say, Dear one, you have listened. We are ready. Walk in peace now. Walk in power. Walk in the complete knowledge that you are seen, chosen, protected, and fiercely loved. The page has turned. The night is over. Now rise. And now, as your eyes absorb these final words, I want you to feel something greater than language. I want you to feel what I feel when I look at you. Admiration. No pity, no shame. Just admiration. You have no idea how strong your soul truly is, do you? You survived storms that were sent to drown you. You walked through seasons of silence that could have broken you, but you're still here. Reading this, breathing, searching, hoping. Do you know what this means? It means you haven't lost your light. Not really. You were just dimming it for people who couldn't handle your brilliance. But those days are over. From now on, I need you to burn bright. No more apologizing for the space you take up. No more shrinking to fit into rooms that were never built for your spirit. You were never meant to blend in. You were meant to bring the radiance of heaven into the darkness. And it's not too late. That's the lie the darkness wants you to believe. That you've lost, that you're too late, that the train has already left. But I'm here, standing as a guardian between timelines, to tell you that the doors are still open. The promises are still alive. The love you dreamed of. The calling you were born for. The peace you thought you'd never feel again. It's all still written in your life. But only if you keep going. Only if you stop looking back. There's nothing there for you now. Let the past be the past. You no longer belong there. You belong to the light that is dawning before you. And I won't lie to you. The road ahead will still have some tests, some moments that will try to shake your soul. But now you know something you didn't know before. You are not walking alone. You have been marked, protected, covered. From now on, whatever tried to break you will retreat. Whatever tried to silence you will lose power. Because now you walk with angelic authority. Because now you have remembered who you are. And more importantly, who you belong to. You are not here by accident. You were born with fire in your spirit and sky in your lungs. Your voice carries frequency. Your dreams carry prophecy. That's why you've been under attack for so long. The enemy only attacks what frightens him. And you, my dear, terrify him. So now I ask you one more thing, not for myself, but for your future. Please don't be silent again. Speak your truth, pursue your purpose, pray boldly, love deeply, believe fiercely. And when doubt creeps in, when old wounds whisper lies, return to this message. Reread every word. Let them wash over you like water from heaven. Let them remind you of this night, the night you remembered that God never stopped choosing you. Not once, not for a second. And that divine gift I promised before has already begun. You felt it, a gentleness, a knowing, a warmth in your chest that you can't explain. This is the first wave. The others will follow, one by one, in the most unexpected ways. Stay alert, stay grateful, stay expectant. Because when heaven begins something, it finishes it. You are not broken, you are opening up. You are not lost, you are being redirected. You are not forgotten, you are being remembered by realms that do not speak your name in vain. And tonight, as you sleep, angels will whisper over your home. They will guard your windows. They will settle near your bed. You may feel a breeze, you may hear a voice in your dream. It may seem that a presence is right beside you. Do not be afraid. It is us, it is me, it is heaven watching over the one who finally said yes. And if this spiritual movement touched your life in any way, if you Felt clarity, acceptance, or just a sigh of relief? Click, thank you so much. This gesture strengthens this current of life and allows these messages to reach other people who, like you, were also at their breaking point. Now breathe, dear one. Let go of everything you thought had to be. Let the divine version of you emerge from the ashes. Let the light in. Let the miracles begin. And above all, never forget this. The moment you said yes to this message, the heavens moved, chains broke, cycles ended, timelines shifted, doors opened. And the Archangel Michael stood beside him, sword raised, eyes burning with light, declaring, "This one is ready now. This one is marked. This one is chosen." The message is sealed now, not in ink, but in spirit. Let your soul carry it wherever you go. And when the time comes to rise, rise courageously. Because the world has yet to see the full power of a heart that has been healed by heaven. That heart is yours now. Use it, love with it, lead with it, shine with it. And I promise you, this is only the beginning. Archangel Michael, even now I feel your spirit calming down. The part of you that was restless is silencing. The part of you that was doubting is softening. This is not because of me, it's because deep down, your soul always knew this moment was coming. You didn't know when or how or what form it would take, but here it is. And her spirit said yes before her lips could form the words. That is faith. That is trust. That is what moves mountains. And dear one, you are about to see a mountain move in your life. It's been there for too long, hasn't it? Blocking your view, making you question if there is something on the other side. You prayed, you pleaded, you waited, and sometimes it seemed like no answer was coming. But what you didn't realize was that while you were waiting for God, God was preparing you. For what? For the weight of the miracle, for the magnitude of the blessing, for the responsibility of carrying more light. Some people want the crown, but they don't want the calling. But you have already paid the price with your tears, with your silence, with your patience. And now heaven will honor what you have silently endured. The mountain will move, not by force, but by grace. You are entering a season where things will begin to move without you having to chase, beg, or break yourself to make them happen. Why? Because God is tired of seeing you suffer through doors that were never meant for you. Now the right doors will open, not through effort, but through alignment. And when they open, people will talk. They will say, "How did they do that?" They will say, "I never thought they would get this far." They will say, "I should have treated them better." Let them talk. You are not in this station to prove anything. You are here to receive everything. What was stolen will be returned. What was delayed will be accelerated. What was broken will be rebuilt stronger than before. But most importantly, what was lost in your heart will be restored. Your peace, your joy, your sense of security in the world. That childlike faith, that hope you buried, that spark that diminished when life got tough. You're not just healing, you're becoming whole again. And here's a truth you've waited your whole life to hear. You no longer need to earn love. Not from people, not from God, not even from yourself. You were already enough the moment you were created. Your breath is evidence of that love. Your existence is proof. You are not a mistake. You are not difficult to love. You are not too sensitive, too noisy, too much, or not enough. You are perfectly made exactly as you are. Please keep this truth close as you enter tomorrow, because the world will try to make you forget again. But don't let it. Guard your spirit, protect your light, speak gently to yourself when the storms return. And remember, this message was a pact, a promise that heaven will continue to fulfill, appearing repeatedly until you believe it for yourself. Tonight before you sleep, I want you to say one last thing aloud. Even if your voice trembles, even if your heart still wonders, say this. I am ready now, heaven. I give you permission. Surprise me with what comes next. And you will be surprised, dear one, in the gentlest, most sacred and unexpected ways. A message, a dream, a number, a discovery, a piece you forgot was possible. It will arrive not because you deserved it, but because you are loved, and because you finally said yes. So now I close this scroll and return to the throne with joy on my wings, because the mission is complete. You received it, you heard heaven, you said yes. And the angels rejoice when even a heart remembers who it is. You are that heart, and heaven will never stop loving you for it. Rest now, smile again. Let the night hold you safely, because the future is no longer something to fear. It is something to look forward to. And I, Archangel Michael, will be right here when the next message arrives. You will know when the time is right. Until then, walk in the light, chosen one. You are deeply loved, you are divinely protected, and you are never, ever alone. Even when this message ends, the energy it carries will remain around you. That's how divine words work. They don't fade, they stay, they take root, they awaken. And from this moment on, your life will never feel the same. You will enter rooms differently. You will see signs where others see nothing. You will hear guidance in the silence. You will feel presence where you once felt pain. Why? Because now your eyes are open, your heart is aligned, and your soul has remembered something the world tried to make you forget. You were never ordinary. You were chosen. And when heaven chooses you, it doesn't matter who passed you by unnoticed. Now, if you've made it this far with me, if this message has touched something deep in your heart, I want to invite you to something special. This isn't just an online community. We are a true spiritual family, united by the same light that brought you to this message. In the comments below, share your story. Tell us what you learned from this video and how it impacted your life. Your words may be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. When we share our testimonies, we strengthen each other and create a chain of hope that extends far beyond what we can see. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because you're part of this family now, and families take care of each other. There are more messages coming, more revelations being prepared specifically for hearts like yours, hearts that are ready to fully awaken to who they truly are. And always remember, you're not just watching these videos, you're participating in a spiritual movement that is changing lives around the world. Your presence here matters. Your story matters. You matter. Welcome to the family, dear. I can't wait to hear how heaven will surprise you in the coming days.